29th May 2023 will ever remain in the annals of history as the Speaker of the 5th and 6th Assembly of Ebonyi State House, who was duly voted in the last general elections under the All Progressives Congress Party as the 4th democratically elected governor of Ebonyi State, was sworn in by the State Chief Judge Justice Elvis Ngele upon his assumption of office with the philosophy and ideology of the People's Charter of Needs mantra, decided to hit the ground running. Interestingly, within 6 months in office and to support the governor's agenda, the wife of the Ebonyi State Governor, Mrs. Maudlin Uifuru, has continued to roll out various programs geared towards improving the lives of women and children, which include the domestication of the vamp law, repatriation of Ebonyi girls serving as domestic helpers and hawking in different states in the country, as well as the launching of a pet project, Bewo.
Because that's what is going on in our society. There are so many cases that really try to somebody to GDP so that people we know and understand when they are being suffering, when they are suffering GDP. GDP is everywhere in our society, but when I start my program, you understand, you may be a victim or you may be the one inflicting GDP on another.
A focal point of Her Excellency is the State Remand Home, which was in a deplorable state. Perhaps with her interest on the care of children and women swung into action by constructing and renovating the State Remand Home, which include Center for Skill Acquisition. However, with the confidence built on the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Barrister Mrs. Felicia Wankuma, by Her Excellency, in ensuring Ebonyi women and children are liberated from all forms of cultural and societal abuses, also hit the ground running by working round the clock in ensuring that the remand home is wearing a new look as the structure awaits its inauguration.
So all plans that once here has been commissioned and the inmates transferred to this place, we're going to have security, we'll have more staff that will ensure that the facilities are protected and then they are guided.
The Commissioner of Women Affairs, Felicia Wankuma, is not relenting in her hours as she has kept touch round the clock, making sure that the inmates at the facility are well catered for.
I know for some time now, Her Excellency has been visiting this place. Most times she comes here with food stuff, clothes, wrapper, mosquito nets to assist, and each time she comes, she sees the condition of those inmates. She's not happy about it.
The case of little Desmond Philemon, who is about 11 years old and hails from Rivers State, and a student of Holy Ghost Academy, Umunichi, precisely Calabari, who was kidnapped about 5 months ago from Port Harcourt and found his way to Ebonyi, having escaped from the kidnappers' den, is under the care of the ministry, who is ensuring that he reunites with his family.
That place and escape in that place. The sea catch from the place I escape, carry me and come and keep in I forget the name of the compound. Before one day the woman come and give me punishment, carry cockroach, put inside my food, I'm eating that time. And me did not know self. I come and eat my food finish. After it is finished, I said let me look soup, I come and bite cockroach, swallow his head.
I'll connect with the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Rivers State, to see whether she is aware of such a place called Calabari, and that village he called. So we'll liaise with her and then see how we'll repatriate the child to that place, and they can trace the family.
Also, victims of warring communities such as exile from crisis led some of them to seek refuge at the remand home, although through the efforts of Her Excellency Mrs. Maudlin Uifuru, the cost of feeding and taking care of the victims, including their medications, has been on her shoulder.
I want government to settle it and let us go back to our former place.
Just like the saying, to whom much is given, much is expected, Mrs. Felicia Wankpuma, who is hoping that help will soon come to this family who are residing at the remand home because they have no home and sadly they have lost their sight due to strange illness. The family of six by name Clement Nkechi from Ezan North and a widow said she and her six children are physically challenged.
na mommy anya na-enye eleta ya ọfụma na-enye anyị ezigbo gari na-enye anyị ezigbo ofe na-enye anyị ezigbo crayfish n'otu anụwa mommy anya bụ nwunye gọvanọ chọkwa eleta ya okota ka Chineke ga na-eleta ya.
In a bid to domesticate the governor's programs at the grassroots, the Ebonyi State Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, in collaboration with Her Excellency Mrs. Maudlin Ukamaka Wifuru, in a community sensitization on the rights of Ebonyi children, child trafficking and street hawking, mobilized chairpersons of the 13 local government areas as well as leaders of market union to go down to their communities to sensitize women on the dangers of giving out their children as domestic helpers. Invariably, this has changed the narratives as it has yielded the desired results.
We should also look at our children because the way they dress can attract the abuse. And the way they talk also, because some child don't have manners. They will talk to their house girl anyhow because of the way their mother treats the house girl. But I used to tell my own that all of them are my children, so you can't talk to your elders anyhow.
Mrs. Felicia Wankpuma noted that the Ministry of Women Affairs is partnering the Ministry of Justice in ensuring that victims of gender-based violence and other related matters get quick justice, just as one of the inmates at the facility speaks.
I went to buy something from the man.
So what happened?
So, and the man's locker was open, so I took some money from him.
Okay.
The Minister of Justice, the Judiciary, the magistrates will also come together to look at these things to ensure that the proper thing is done.
As the day goes by, the Ministry of Women Affairs is faced with diverse cases, but there is always a way out because with the saying that he who wants to eat omelette should be prepared to break eggs. Presently, a case of mentally challenged woman who delivered a baby is being taken care of, as well as rehabilitating a lady and a daughter who took to the streets for survival.
The Ministry of Women Affairs, we are getting all the support from him and the extra support and bonuses for the wife of the governor. The Ministry of Women Affairs will continue to appreciate that and ensure that it applies all necessary points at time.
Thank you.
Oh